Well, hello everybody. I'm the Nagune Sansen, and I'm here to teach you a couple useful little things about English that I've picked up in my education. So just hang in there real quick, we'll get right into the lesson. Okay, everybody, let's jump into the lesson. Looking up at the board, I wrote down a sentence here. The shipment was delayed, so it will be delivered on Friday. Now, what I want you to take away from this is that so is usually used in casual conversation. Now, you'll notice that native speakers use it a lot. It's really deeply put into our vernacular, our way of speaking. Even this particular video, I had to record a couple times because I'm nervous and I'm just going back to my casual style of speaking. So, although it works, it doesn't give you a lot of gravity when you're trying to speak to your audience. You'll notice that perhaps if you went to university and you wrote a paper in English, you were encouraged to use words like thus and therefore. A lot of my students, when I ask them to replace so, they immediately go to these. Now, number one, I want to point out, these are academic only. We should never, ever use them to a customer or to our friends. If I came out to my customer and, the shipment was delayed, thus it will be delivered on Friday, it looks like I'm speaking Shakespeare and really looking down on my customer, or even worse, to my friends. My friends would probably punch me. We don't want to use that. But what if we do want to use something that makes us look a little bit more professional? Now, this is not so common among native speakers, except people who are very well trained as speakers. And it's this expression here, as such. We end up with, the shipment was delayed, as such, it will be delivered on Friday. The reason why we choose this is because, for whatever reason, to native listeners, it sounds very confident and very expert, as though like you really know what you're talking about. So for those of you out there who are involved in like engineering, science, math, even teaching, we want to look like we know what we're doing. I think, of course, everybody wants to look like they know what they're doing, right? So this is a very powerful phrase. It's not as great in just like regular conversation because it's hard to use, especially, again, for native speakers. However, in presentations, in particularly business emails, or I recommend even when you're writing papers, I don't like these very much. Again, they're very pretentious. They act like you're, oh, look how educated I am. And nobody really respects that. So, as such, you can see. Take a look. I also included this expression, to this end. This is another one when we don't want to be redundant. If our email goes on very long and we have to say as such, as such, as such, as such, it doesn't look great. What I recommend though, because this is so much weaker than this, I do recommend use like as such, to this end, as such, as much as you need to, and kind of repeat that pattern. I hope this helps you, and if you have any questions, be sure, put them down in the comments below. I'm very happy to follow up on it. If you get a chance to, if you would be so kind as to like and subscribe this video and this channel, I would love to have you back next time. Thank you so much for your patience, your attention, your thinking, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow with another lesson. Have a good one.